Ready, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go.
We're set on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
13 yards on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play fake, Brissett. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, zone, this time with a big pass play.
And if behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Ebron caught left side. That throw good for only a couple. That brings up 3rd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll throw again. Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field, but at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Vinatieri's kick is good, and the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's a really alert defense there because the offense defense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd. 13.
Here I come again.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Rodgers brings it in. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Wentz, target there to Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wentz going to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Taken by Sanders and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first and a gain of 15.
Nice little nifty play for them there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
No.
Chris. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
Carry for the nearby collegiate star, Indiana's Jordan Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Wentz now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Sunday.
Mike 50. Too low. Hey, Mike's 50. Let's go. Alert flare.
Great 15.
Check.
Done.
Mike 50.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality. To have, and you absolutely must take it as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 54 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Aguilar.
Let's go.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Philadelphia.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From midfield, here's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Let's go.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Wentz now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Left line two.
Put your hands on it. Get hands on it. Shit. Twist.
Running from the gun with Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
From the 31, Wentz, and he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Here we go.
After one, it's 13-6.
13, Eagles 6.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You don't cover it.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency variable.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Brissett hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Still first down.
That hold coming from the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw. And the catch made by Hilton. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Short little throw to Ebron. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, and now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett, and this will be incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Eric Ebron, 34 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
He's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie. 82. What's that?
Throwing now is Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen. You're going to sell the go? Just go, and let's see who's faster.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to put it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong arm. Guy who could right in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Down from Colts territory. Here's the 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping your guys gets those one-on-one blocks, creates a crease for your runner. You know the comment is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Wentz now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle. He was able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And he'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The throw from Howard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave us with some options here on 4th and inches.
Brad, one thing about this is they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, You saw the elite defensive tackle end up making a play.
Winston from 4-on-4. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over the football. You feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there with the offense when they don't work out. That's just disappointing.
They can absolutely be a play later. But how about your defensive guys? They stop you on 4th down. They are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. The offense at the line and set to go. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to pretty much do it again. Yeah.
And I think the thought process going into it is, you got to be methodical and go ahead and do that. But what you really want are the big plays. You got to shoot your yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run behind. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It'll be a good couple of leads with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did and get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up that ground, and they did.
Complete to him. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
One thing that you're hopeful when you're going to run drag routes, you're able to get a receiver inside, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. It was stopped, but we could get a good steam going.
Escaping, he goes down. Give the sack to Cox.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL. Trying to cover in the secondary.
I got little kids in the chat.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Yeah, with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep passes.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Hines. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Believe that.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That game.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the red zone now, Brissett. Funches has it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Brissett now. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we sit it down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. And welcome everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Time Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
We might come back.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Didn't he have like a
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Those guys really think the NFL.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you.
Xboxes are coming at the end of this year because these games keep making our Xboxes shut down. Well, you know, if you look on Reddit, it says like Modern Warfare, because like the game is so big, like you can't even record your clips the same anymore. So that's why everybody's streaming and shit like that.
Disadvantages,
like I see, like
they find those levels
Modern Warfare,
where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Super loud sounds come, bro. It like messes up the
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders.
Stop recording.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Another run with Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I feel like
if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Within one, because of the zone than the regular Modern Warfare. Sound like that lighter smoking gun.
This offense in desperate need of conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Team 6.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle down.
Fired that one in. Connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation back that's a deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender hand it in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I had like at least a whole year.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down.
Colts come after him and they block it. And they'll wind up taking over right around their own 40-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know, that's not the dumbest thing you can say.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So out comes the field goal team once more. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And he think he personally is evaluating his game so far. He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So mad that he beat him. And we ain't seen Frankie online since. Yeah, because we was talking shit. We was like, Frankie, if you're the nicest in Madden, you can play with anybody. Because all Frankie wants to do is play with the Chiefs.
Wentz now on first down.
I said that does not
he's
mean
able to
nice
outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
He's like
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I play with multiple teams.
This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it.
Go route, Tyreek Hill, no coverage. You're always gonna, you know what I mean?
Here we go. Waiting.
Mike's 50. They can't hang with us.
Two jet.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Yeah, they went a little bit.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They just want to check.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there. Because
when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. He won't go down. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
That never happens in the league, bro.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They can have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails,
I was arguing
less of a field goal attempt for him.
Because he's a Chiefs fan too, and this nigga, he tried to tell me that, because I said, because everybody's saying the Eagles receivers this year that they just got this year, this new year, bro, they're saying
this
that
quarterback now
and skill,
over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And then I told Q1, I said,
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
And they compare
Third quarter,
so
you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Jalen Rager's faster. And I was like, bro, I said, Q1, bro. This is one of 3 guys that we picked up.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
We are so similar.
From the gun, here's
Brissett. Good.
And he's got Rodgers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He had a black quarterback. He has fast-ass receivers, like the same as we have. So I'm like, bro, literally, when you think about it, we bounce off the same formulas off of each other. And that's what I was trying to tell this thing. I was like, bro, like last year we didn't do shit with our picks, but this year, oh man, bro, we got a Clemson linebacker who Doug knows how to do it, bro. Doug knows how to do it.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack.
Teams are understanding that.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Like literally, like
they keep it on the ground. Mack again.
And
tackled down after a gain of 3. To go on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bro, when you have to guess, you literally have a radius of guarding him of 50 yards.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Simple goal route. That looks like a drag route to burn you.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make play.
I was like, bro,
but on that one, it's like one of those guys.
No, he's not going to be a flawless moving receiver. Yeah,
Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
He had a pretty good draft this year.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. At their own 26. Stroud. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey.